Hey, how's it going everyone? Welcome back to my The Last of Us Part 2 Grounded mode, stealth, no damage, all collectibles walkthrough. This is Part 3.
I'm guessing the military bombed the shit out of this place. Why would they do that?
Definitely a mouthful, that title.
Destroy parts of the city that were lost to the infected. Or to rebels. That seems like overkill. Well, it usually worked.
On the infected or the rebels?
Hey, Valiant Music Shop.
Should we check for supplies?
No. We're gonna go this way first.
You were saying?
Oh, right. On the infected or the rebels?
Both. Shit. Believe me. You're lucky you didn't grow up in a QZ.
I'm starting to get that impression.
Jotting this down.
Lots of dialogue. Try to let it all play out. When you come over to this area, sort of these tents, military tents, you can find a workbench right here. If you want to get the collectibles, just interact with it and back out. You don't actually have to upgrade anything, but you do need to interact with it for it to count. This guy has a note in his journal. Let's see if I can speed read this. Colin, I heard another rumor that the Westlake Bank has never been searched.
Says there are supplies at some bank.
Might be worth checking out.
If that's true, then it will be filled with more pre-outbreak supplies. I say we go for it. If there are enough weapons in there, I know some guys that we can trade. Oh, god damn it. I don't think I gave myself enough time there because of those two having dialogue, but never mind. If you want to have a read, give it a pause.
Haven't seen one of these in a while.
Speed running, reading documents isn't working out too well for me. Place the tip of the device against exposed skin. Push the device firmly until it clicks. Hold in place for 3 seconds. If you got a keen eye, that's the device they use on Ellie.
That's everything over here.
In the first game, when Joel and oh, what was her name? God, I forgot her name. When they figure out that Ellie's infected, someone's going to put it in the comment section. I know they are. So in here, you can find a note, which is it's a drawing. And another day in paradise.
That's pretty good.
And there's also a journal entry here as well. Make sure you get that before you leave. Ellie sketches her horse. Right. We'll have a little look at that. And she says, Skimmer, you move too much. So I don't think there's many cutscenes in this video. This video is pretty much getting all the collectibles that are in this area, and there's a lot. It's going to take you a good hour or so to get all of this done. There's a few fights you have to do, but nothing too major. It's usually just a few enemies, but for the most part, there's not a fat lot. You'll also see me scouting around looking for supplies and stuff, and you've got the guitar case here in which you can play.
The sleek habit.
The sick habit.
The sick habit.
Close enough.
Okay. We only listened to it like 100 times together.
I was only listening to it because I thought you were cute.
Scrap. Trying not to talk over the dialogue. Some of you probably don't care as you've heard it already, but over there where the guitar case is, you can make Ellie play a song, which is kind of a cool moment between Dina and Ellie, but copyright, copyright, copyright. YouTube doesn't like that. I forget what the song is, but I know it's a famous song that she sings, which makes it copyrighted, which sucks.
Man, imagine this place when everything was intact.
Trading card?
Just goof off. Play some instruments.
I bet we could scrounge enough stuff to start a band.
You don't know how to play anything.
I mean, I could definitely figure it out. Yo, check this out.
Oh, wow. That was an interesting beat.
Excuse me. I am a natural. Admit it.
I love you.
We're starting a band.
How about you be my groupie?
You're what?
Well, okay. Bands apparently had these hardcore fans that would just follow them around.
Isn't that what I'm already doing?
I guess so.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, groupie. Know your place. Right, so let's go grab the trading card that's over here. Let's have a little look at that. Speed reading. Take 2. Das Wort. Flip it over. Brains 80, brawn 80, real name unknown, affiliation the New Dogs. This tall, laconic presence seems unassuming enough. Bullied and misunderstood early in life due to his inability to speak above the level of a mumble, he was forever changed with an ancient cosmic beings bestowed upon him the word, a mystical phrase that when spoken or even muttered will drive everyone in earshot insane. Thankfully his considerable height often gives him away and allows his potential victims plenty of times to escape. God damn it, they were so close. Did that say he was a neutral villain? I think it did. Oh, I was so close. It was like a few words away. I'm going to have to brush up on my speed reading. Alright, so that's the Valiant Music Store done. If we come over this way... I think I was looking for Shimmer here. I'm not sure where he or she is. I think Shimmer's a she, but I'm not sure. Up here on the right, you can climb this building and there's more collectibles up there. So you wanna
This place sturdy?
head on up.
I don't know.
Smash this. Hop across this gap.
Careful.
And head on up.
Made it. Okay, I think that's everything here. Hello.
Trading card. And some scrap in there too. If you want to grab that, let's have a look at this trading card. Doctor Unknown. Right, more speed reading. Let's go. Take 3. Brains 100, brawn 60, real name Dr. Ruckman, affiliation the New Dogs. Once a well-respected researcher, Dr. Ruckman's questionable experiments in the realm of pushing human limits saw him ostracized from the scientific community. Even the morally compromised Laurent Foucault of Spark Laboratories found his work dubious. Undeterred, Uckman continued his work in secret, creating super AI to do his bidding and protect his research, while he and the New Dogs stage high-tech heists to fund it all. Considerably moving his lab location so no one can find him, he longs for the day where his subjects will be treated as equals. Neutral villain, let's go. Managed to get the whole thing in there with time to spare. It's a PB, mate. Gold split. Let's go. Okay, so that's everything we need to get up here. Heading down. And if you're lucky, Shimmer will come back over to you at this point. I'm not sure where the horse is. Shimmer? Where you at? Where is this horse? Oh, it's over there. Alright, Shimmer, you big troll.
What would have happened if I'd stayed? I'd probably just become one more asshole soldier.
No way. I can't see you taking orders from anybody.
Yeah, good point.
I gotta say, I was expecting the Seattle QZ to be a lot more occupied.
Yeah, maybe they're all hiding at the Saravina.
Ration distribution center.
In Boston, we'd line up for blocks. And the food sucked.
I go crazy.
Well, some people did.
Right. Up here, you've got this weapon. I think these are the stun bombs. I'm not even sure if I use these throughout this run. Like, not even once. I'll have to see. Right here, we've got a note. Another collectible. Private Miller, we got fresh intel there's an active WLF hideout on Spring and 5th. Grab any available soldiers in your sector and head to the hideout ASAP. Execute any suspects, secure the location, and await my arrival. Sergeant Ward. Okay. So I'm not sure if there's more pickups down here. Let's go have a look. We actually need to go back on ourselves to progress here, but... Nah, nothing. Alright. So like I mentioned before, we're trying to keep these videos to about an hour.
Boston always had food shortages. Hungry people get desperate.
Right. Nothing here for us to pick up. We got to go this way anyway. And you're going to encounter some infected when you get through this gate. So be ready. We're going to do our best to be sneaky.
Can you get through? Alright, I got you.
Uh-oh.
Stay low.
You stay low. Okay, so crouching behind these logs here. You can always use the tall grass to your advantage in these areas, which is nice. I was waiting for this guy to move. Taking my time here. There are definitely sections in this run where you just have to be so patient and just wait for the right moment to attack. And like I've mentioned in previous videos, there's a big element of RNG in this game where you just don't know where the enemies are going to be. They can be kind of random and just do what they want, especially the human ones, which is very frustrating. Up we go. Nice and quiet indeed. So you're going to have more enemies here. 2 clickers and 2 runners. So using the grass to my advantage here. Crawling through it to get behind these logs. One of the infected comes over this way, giving you an opportunity to take them out without the other one seeing you. But I'm not sure if I do take this one out here or if I move somewhere else. I think I might move to the corner and then wait for it to sort of come back over here and be facing when it was sort of looking at me just then. Yeah, I kind of reposition myself so that I can get it while it's standing over there. But again, just need to utilize patience and just wait for it to be in the right place, because you've got that guy over there. And if you try and take him out when he turns the corner, that one is going to spot you. One big thing about grounded mode is that these enemies, the second they lay eyes on you, you're spotted. There's no sort of period before you get spotted like there are in the other difficulties. You know, you get that kind of whooshing sound before they actually spot you. In grounded mode, they just spot you straight away. There's none of that. And obviously you don't have listen mode in grounded, so you can't tell where they are. You've just got to kind of use your eyes. But that, once you've got one of these runners, this area is pretty straightforward, because you've just got one more runner and the clickers. And I think once you take out this next runner and then go for the one clicker, Dina will take out the other clicker. So again, just using this grass to my advantage. And also, I'll keep mentioning this because I didn't know it for a while, so I wasn't using it during some of these videos. But if you go prone and sneak up on the clickers, it just allows you to move a lot more freely rather than crouching. They will usually hear you if you're crouch walking, so it's a good idea to crawl up to the clickers and take them out that way. Luckily this clicker didn't hear me. I think if that was a clicker that was moving around, it probably would have heard me. You can see how slowly you have to move up on the clickers. Let me see what Dina does here. No, she didn't do anything. Again, if you want to make this easier, just go prone, move around the clicker and get behind it to take it out. Easy money. Done and done. Right. So, moving on. Check to see if any of those guys dropped anything. Sometimes they will.
There were still people around. They would have cleared this place out, right?
Maybe they didn't make it to this spot.
Maybe. Let's find that gas.
Let's find that gas. Alright, all the way up. And we're going in here now. Pretty sure this place is called a synagogue. Might be wrong, I don't know. But we need to get in there. And our way in is over on the right.
Shit. Latch is on the other side. Found the gas. Just need to get back there.
Over on the other side of this room.
This place is a synagogue.
Yeah, yes it is. Don't I feel clever?
How can you tell?
One, there are menorah decorations on the wall. It's a Jewish thing. And two, I didn't burst into flames just now, so
Burst into flames?
it's just a dumb joke.
Oh, unlike your other ones.
You shut it.
Yeah, on this side of the room, you can find some supplies, so have a little look.
Memories. My sister used to drag me to a synagogue all the time.
You never struck me as much of a believer.
Nah, but I like coming from a long line of survivors.
You mean after Outbreak Day?
That, and the Inquisition, and the Holocaust. My family always made it out alive. Barely.
Alright. Nothing else for us to grab. So, you can always check over here as well. I'm not sure if there's anything here. Might be worth having a look. Like I said before, I'm not sure if item pickups are RNG. I don't think scrap is. I'm pretty sure that scrap is like set as to where it's going to be, but it might be the amounts that you get that are random, not where it is. But items, I'm not sure if like I don't find anything here, if you will. I've only done one grounded mode playthrough and this was it, so. Alright, so in we go. To move this thing out of the way. We need to use this in a second in the other room, but first we need to use it to climb over the gate. And get the gas, or check for gas.
God damn it.
Hey, language. House of worship.
It's empty.
That sucks. Now what?
We'll try our luck at the courthouse garage.
So like I mentioned before, you can get through this section really quick if you know where you're going and you don't care about collectibles. I don't think you actually have to come here to get the dead end. Like I think the gas is always in the courthouse.
Do you still pray?
Sometimes.
Really? When?
I said when we left Jackson. I said one at Joel's grave. Sometimes I just say little ones to myself.
This way.
Right behind
More
you.
optional dialogue. Do I manage to get it here? I just face planted to try and get it, but obviously no, we don't get it. Alright. So in here there's a bit of dialogue you can have with Dino. But it's not a collectible.
What's this?
Oh, this is the Torah.
The what?
It's scripture. It's like a Jewish Bible. My sister would have flipped for this. The one we used in New Mexico was half burned. All right. Well, at least they didn't just chuck everything.
Okay. So there's a couple more collectibles for us to get in here, and we need to use this rope
Hey, what are you doing?
I bet I can get
to
you
swing
a
over to
balcony
him.
with this.
Okay. Ellie, careful.
It's okay. It's holding.
Okay. Let's get the swinging. And jump off over here.
Nothing to it. Come on, Dina.
Right.
Yeah, Dina. Hurry it up there, fool. Right, so in here, I think there's two collectibles. One of them is the note that's in this drawer, and then just after this you'll get a journal entry as well. So, Lieutenant Torres, 70 years ago my grandfather fled Germany with his family as World War II began. He escaped thanks to the kindness and bravery of a Polish family. And so the wheel turns, and the cycle continues. Tonight my family has packed our belongings, and due to your kindness we will be leaving this city, escorted by your brave men. Thank you for helping me preserve what we could of our shuttle. It is difficult to leave a home behind, but in the end it is people living together that matter. You bear a heavy burden on your shoulders, and I hope our late night talks were of some comfort to you. If I can leave you with one thought, for every turn away from a better world, there is often a stronger correction towards it. Do not lose hope for the future. As the old saying goes, it takes but one candle to dispel the darkness. May God watch over you always, Rabbi. That said Zvar something. I missed the last name, but Yeah. It's a note from the rabbi. And there's a calendar behind you as well, but you get the journal entry as soon as you read that. Let's have a little look. When I think about him, all I see is open skin, slack jaw, insides out. I won't let her remember me that way. I'd rather die alone. But did she die alone? Was her God with her? Was he with you in the end? Was he with Joel? Did I make it worse for Joel being there, or was I company? More than I was with him, beyond faith in pain. I want faith from pain. I want faith through pain. So, some lyrics there from Ellie. I'm probably not doing them justice reading them that fast, but that's fine. Because, yeah, there's also this calendar behind you.
774.
But it's not a collectible.
In the future?
No, doofus, that's a Hebrew calendar. For the new year, my sister used to give me an apple dipped in honey. Ugh, now I'm craving it.
Oof, that does sound pretty good.
Jewish holidays are all about food. And celebrating not getting annihilated by our enemies.
A long line of survivors.
Exactly.
Okay, so that's this area cleared. Let's get on out of here. Face plant.
Okay, cross the dome off the list.
Let's go find the courthouse. It might be worth grabbing some supplies before we press on.
Supplies it is.
It's peaceful out here, at least.
It's weird being in a QZ and not hearing trucks. Or gunfire and explosions.
My sister always avoided QZs. That's probably why. She just
So over
got
here by
more
the
and more
tank.
paranoid. She'd sometimes wake up screaming in the middle of the night.
That's rough.
We
Conversation.
always had a bag packed so we could bail if something happened. Never stayed in one place for more than a few weeks. It sucked.
Right. So yeah, over here to the right of the synagogue, you can find this note on this dead guy. Roger, following up on our fight from last night, I hear your concerns and understand your reluctance, but listen, we've thinned Fedra's numbers. Many of their soldiers have joined our fight, and knowing the plan to sneak out through the tunnels, we have a rare opportunity to deal a final blow to Torres and his thugs. If we let them regroup, then how many of our men will die? Our own have to come first. You know that more than anybody. I'm glad you're asking these questions. They are questions leaders wrestle with every day. I'm proud of the growth you've made, the soldier you've become, and the leader you'll be one day. Isaac.
Sad.
Okay. Very nice. So I'm not sure if you open the tank.
It's nice to have a place we call home, right?
Oh, here we go.
Yeah. When I first got to Jackson, I was so overwhelmed by all the people.
I was overwhelmed by all the food. I remember my first week just gorging myself. Stuffing food in all my pockets for later like it was gonna run out.
I saw that.
You did not?
I did. I remember thinking, who is this string bean girl stealing all the jerky?
I didn't steal that much jerky.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not sure if you look at the tank, if you get an item, like maybe you get a Molotov or something, but I know there's a dead guy in there. It's kind of just like an interactive moment. There's no collectible there.
In like a holy shit, I'm not getting crushed kind of way.
Relax. It's probably been like this for years. It's not gonna collapse today.
Enemies in here. Be ready. There's a bullet on this dead guy. So this area can be really tricky because you've got this clicker roaming around. And you've also got a couple of runners. And the problem is, if you try and take out the clicker, one of the runners usually sees you. There's another clicker just ahead of you as well. Oh no, that's the runner I'm talking about. And you have to move slowly to approach the clicker. But you have to move quick to avoid the line of sight of the runners. You might want to try and do this while going prone, like I talked about before. I'm just at the right angle here so the clicker doesn't see me with its sonar vision stuff when it does that scream. But I need to try and take him out. I'm not sure if I leave him actually.
Runners, behind you.
to get the runner first that's over on my right here. Because there's a runner coming back and forward next to us. I'm trying so hard not to get spotted by this clicker. He kind of heard me there. He hasn't detected me, but I think that noise means they suspect something. They'll turn and do their scream. But that's the first runner taken out. And now I need to deal with this clicker. And I need to get into cover so this runner doesn't see me, but the clicker's right there, so I can't move fast. Let's see where I go next. I don't quite remember the route because it's been a minute since I did this. But I want to get this clicker dealt with. Look how slow we have to move. Barely moving. Yeah, again, if you go prone, you can move up on this guy like a lot quicker. So he's going to do his scream right here. No. Go to sleep. I think there's another clicker in the back, and there's also 2 runners for us to deal with. And this runner's route, it's pretty set, but it's also really annoying to work around because it can see you so easily. And if you take out the runner on the left too close to the runner on the right, it will hear you and become alert. So you need to wait till this runner's like here to take it out without alerting the other one. Kind of a specific path you have to take in this area. Really frustrating. I remember struggling to get through this section for a while. And I've got to get this runner without being too close to the clicker, because if I take the runner out while I'm close to the clicker, it will hear me. I think I'm good at this point. Now we've just got to get this clicker. Definitely not easy to do some of these sections stealth. Human AIs are so much easier to sneak up on because you can just crouch walk at full speed. And I think with the runners you can too, but the clickers, man, the clickers make it so difficult. Any area where I can do full stealth, I tried my hardest to do it. There are a few sections where it's more or less impossible, especially with the stalkers. The stalkers are really difficult to deal with stealth because they wait on corners for you. They usually know where you are anyway. Alright, and that's the clicker. I'll keep mentioning it just because I didn't know about it, and I probably would have utilised it in this section. If you want to try and make this whole area a bit easier for you, try going prone and doing it that way.
Well, we found the bank. What's with the body armor? They don't look like soldiers. Yeah. Not sure.
Okay, so there's a few pickups in the drawers and stuff around in this area. Might want to scavenge about, see what you can find. But there's a few collectibles in the vault as well. And I think there might be one next to it, yeah, like right here. This is where you get the shotgun, so it's super useful to come here. But also collectibles, so Vault 602306, change of guard every 2 hours during the day, every 4 hours at night.
Oh shit. It's like that movie.
Which one?
The one with the surfer bank robbers.
Oh, yeah. I love that movie.
Drops Engi pay hit front door at 0100. I didn't get a chance to read that because of dialogue. I didn't want to talk over the dialogue. Apologies if you like listening to the conversations and I talk over them at any point. I will try to shut up as much as possible during dialogue.
Here we go.
So, this vault door counts as a safe if you're trying to get all of the safes. So this vault door basically counts as a collectible. Here we go. In we go. There's another, I think 3 collectibles in here. There's the note from one of the robbers that's locked in here, the shotgun, and also a ring. And so at the back here, in the corner, you can find this ring. I think you get an achievement for finding this. I'm pretty sure this is an Easter egg for another game, although I'm not sure what game it is. I've read somewhere that that's some kind. I think you just get an achievement for finding that one. But right here is the shotgun. Thank you, good sir. I will take that.
Thanks, dude.
Yeah, thanks, dude. And you've got the note just to the right of that guy as well. Let's have a read. Speed reading. Fuck this, I wasn't even supposed to be here. Fucking Neil wrote me in. Said the police would be too busy chasing all those sick people running around. Said this place would be easy pickings. So of course these sick fuckers showed up and everything went to shit. Pulled one of them off Kyle and nearly lost my arm with all the fucking bites. And then my own guys lock me in here. The cops will get here soon. If I go down, then my friends go down with me. I'll tell newspapers, tell everyone on TV that Kyle, Peters, Leon, Travis and Neil Grant are motherfucking cowards. Why do they always have to talk when I'm reading something? I feel really fucking weird right now. Sweating like a pig. Arms all red and black where I got bit. Can't keep my thoughts straight. Oh shit, this is how it happens. Am I turning into one of them? Fuck that. If I'm going out, I'll go out like a fucking man. It's kind of frustrated.
Robbing the bank on outbreak day.
Probably seemed smart at the time.
Not when money's useless. I don't think there's anything else in here, like item-wise. There's a couple of these boxes you can open, but I didn't find anything in them. So when you come back out here, you're going to have a runner and a clicker that enter the area. Just doing these two guys definitely took me a couple of attempts. They can be really annoying. I want to shoot him in the face, but I don't. I play stealthily. I do start doing a little bit more shooting when I get the silence or the ability to craft silencers. Although I still try to avoid shooting as much as possible. Because as this is kind of a walkthrough, I don't want to be in a situation where I'm shooting a lot and you guys don't have any ammo. There are some sections that are like that. But I try my best to keep it minimal. That also just allows me to save ammo for those parts. So if you're playing along with me and doing all the stealth stuff that I do, you should have a bunch of ammo when you need it. But the stealthy weapons like the bow and the crossbow you get as Abby and the silence stuff are really useful for getting through stealth. So I need to deal with this clicker now, and I think he heads back out again. If you want to make this so much easier for yourself, just go prone. Makes life so much easier with the clickers. You'll see me using that a lot. A few parts into this run. But I'm also saving my supplements so that I can get the quick takedowns as Ellie. One thing that's really...
Agreed.
Oh. We done talking? Or you want to... They'll probably start talking as soon as we get outside. But one thing that's really beneficial as Ellie is having the knife that you can just... Oh, here we go. Here we go.
What would you buy with all that money?
I don't know. Maybe a big farmhouse?
But you can get a farmhouse now.
Okay. What would you get?
A space shuttle.
No, that's right. Your astronaut thing.
Hey, it's cooler than a farmhouse.
A farmhouse is way more practical.
We done?
That place was crazy.
No.
Okay, let's get to the courthouse.
No. We got more stuff to get. But yeah, Ellie has the knife that you can just use to kill clickers as often as you please, whereas with Abby you need shivs. And you need to, I think you need to buy the ability to craft shivs, which is kind of frustrating. And that just means that Abby can't, and when you first start playing as Abby, you can't kill clickers. Okay. But yeah, I funnel my upgrades into Ellie's takedowns and stealth tree.
This guy was an officer.
Traveling in a ration truck?
Trying to hide, maybe?
Unsuccessfully.
Yeah, sure looks that way.
Okay, so there's a collectible in here. Everything is in place. We will be waiting. Once we intercept the convoy and take the federal officers captive, you can abandon your post and join us. I know you've taken numerous risks and lived in fear of being discovered. Your loyalty to our cause is appreciated. Isaac. So you got some pickups in here. Scrap and whatnot. Alright. So, one thing to take note of as well is I think with one of the pre-order bonuses, you have one of the skill trees that you unlock.
I found the courthouse.
How How can you tell?
See that sign up there? On the building that says courthouse?
Oh,
Yeah.
wow. Nice work, detective.
Nice work, detective.
Mark the
So-
place on the map.
God damn it. Stop talking. So, yeah, the magazines that you get upgrades with are, well, they can be in different places if you've got that pre-order bonus. I do show where they all are, and I'll mention where they are, but there's more spots that the magazines can spawn in than there are magazines. So if you follow along with me, you should get them all. But if you, I don't think I'm using that pre-order bonus. I may be, or may not be, but I'm not entirely sure. But the magazines might be in slightly different positions for you, but I'll talk about that when we get there. Gavin, Derek got into some business with a broken window last week. He would have lost his damn leg if we hadn't rushed him back to Saravino. I went ahead and stashed some supplies at a couple of sites downtown for any future emergencies. Broken legs, infected, Derek fuck-ups, whatever. Since you're going that way anyway, can you resupply the stash at the West 2 checkpoint? Gate hasn't worked for years, but the combination is the old code for West 2. Allison. So you've got the gate codes on that collectible we got earlier. So let's open up this, get the stuff inside. But yeah, I will mention where those magazines are, and I guess what I'm trying to say is some areas I may get a magazine, but you may not. But I will mention that stuff when we come across it, and you will get them all. There's only a few you've got to get. And I think it only counts for Ellie. I think it's only Ellie's section that it affects. So, yeah, just don't panic if you reach a section where I pick up a magazine and you don't get one. It's probably because one of two things is going on. I'm using the pre-order bonus and you're not, or you're using the pre-order bonus and I'm not. I'm pretty sure I wasn't using it because I wanted to make it so that people who don't have that pre-order bonus can follow along. But like I said, I'll mention it anyway when we reach those sections. I have had people comment to me saying that the collectible locations are dynamic on one of my collectible videos, but that isn't true. It's just those magazines that can slightly differ in places, and like I mentioned before, there are more spots that the magazines can spawn than there are magazines. Okay, so use gate code. Pretty sure I just knew the code here and didn't bother looking at the gate codes. 0451. Hey. So the safe itself is a collectible, and there's a trading card in the safe.
That was some good scavenging.
So let's have a little read. Flow. Brains 80, Brawn 80, Affiliation, Society of Champions, real name Olga Kuznetsova. I said that wrong, I know it. Graduating at the top of a class from a prominent SciTech university, Olga Kuznetsova was recruited by the Russian government to further their research into dark energy. Fearing the tech would be used for war, her attempt to sabotage their experiments resulted in her consciousness fusing with water vapor. Now she is able to channel her soul into any body of water and conjure objects in any form of water, so long as there's a moisture in the air. Neutral hero. Nice. Speed reading. Getting better. PB. Right, so we are getting close to the point where we've got all the collectibles in this area. There's still a couple more for us to get, I think. There's another building for us to go into where there's a couple of collectibles and also a key that unlocks an area. You'll know when you've got all the collectibles around here because you'll get an achievement. I think it's called Sightseer, and that just indicates that you've been everywhere around here. So right, so we're going to hop off and we need to go in here, smash the window and grab this scrap. There's a note here on the desk. Let's have a read. Hey Davis, check out old WLF safe houses for supply. It's probably a long shot, but every little bit helps. Grab what you can and meet us back at the Saravino. Don't worry about the gas, we'll take care of it. Mike. We got some ammo there, revolver bullet.
Wasn't Joel all about
So make sure here you've got a bottle. There's one on the side.
Trade half his stuff for a bag of beans.
I never got it. Tastes like burnt shit.
Thank you. Acquired
Trading card in that drawer. Big Blue. Okay, brains at 100, brawn 80, real name unknown, affiliation none. Big Blue is an extra-dimensional entity who has taken an appearance of a blue whale, first arriving on Earth as a billion years ago to watch over nascent life forms. They use their infinite well of knowledge to help guide the human race in times of great need and upheaval. Their unfathomable age is one major drawback. Days appear to pass as microseconds. However, this time dilation effect is offset if they hold their breath, which they can do for several years at a time. Hero. Okay. So yeah, make sure you've got a bottle. There's one on the side, on my right side at the moment, but on the left side as you enter, there should be a bottle sitting there, because you're going to get rushed by an infected and there's no way to kill it stealthily. So if you're ready with a bottle, you can chuck the bottle in its face and just knife it. So it's going to jump out of the bathroom stall in a second. Here it comes. Oos. Stab. Done with. You need to come in here to get the key that's on this baby changing table.
Yeah. What's this? It says barcodes on it.
What do you think it's for?
No clue. Let's keep an eye out.
Might be worth checking out.
It might be. You might be right, mate. Okay, so that should be everything in here. Grab another bottle, and away we go. It's always good to keep a bottle or a brick on you. So we've got one more place to go to, I think, and that is the pet store. And then we're done gathering all the collectibles around here, and we can actually go to the courthouse. At least I think that's all of them. I was just following a guide for the collectibles for this run, so I know I got them all.
Hear that?
Oh.
I hear it. Infected.
It's coming from the courthouse. This is gonna suck, isn't it?
At least we're ready for him.
So we need to head down the side alley here and open up the door at the back to gain entry to this place.
Oh shit.
In we go.
You got it.
She got it.
Let's see what we got in here. What the hell is this place?
Some kind of WLF something.
Bare your fangs, they think we're sheep.
WLF propaganda. Reminds me of the Fireflies in Boston.
In New Mexico, we had these guys called the Ravens. Protectors of the Constitution, they called themselves.
What was their deal?
Ex-Fedra types who thought Fedra had too many rules. They ran protection rackets. They took multiple wives. Great dudes.
Ugh, yikes.
Yeah.
Okay. Few items in this area for you to pick up. Don't think this counts as a collectible, but you can look at it.
Here's their plans to hit that convoy.
Man, the WLF just wiped the military out. Way more successful than the Fireflies ever were.
Okay. Explosive powder there. Search around this building. I think in the back of this pet store, there's a weapon holster upgrade. Yeah, right here. If you don't get this here, you can get it later.
Ghost would have loved this.
But that's the easiest place to get it.
Who?
They were these feral cats I had before I came to Jackson. But they didn't seem to want to leave with us, so I miss those scratchy little shits sometimes. You have any pets?
Nah, that's never really my thing.
Oh, maybe when we're done with all this, we can get a nice little creature to take care of.
Alright, deal.
Right. So,
Think we got
heading out of here. Let's get going. And I think that's it for collectibles in this section. Now we need to actually go to the courthouse. Shimmer's trolling us again by hanging out at the other side of the alley. Alright, mate. Let's see. If there are any more collectibles, I'll go and get them right now. But I don't think there are. Pretty sure we've been everywhere now. We just need to go into the courthouse. Yeah. So the front door's locked. We actually need to go to the right of it. There was another way I could have taken there.
Worth a try.
Let's keep looking.
Yeah, I'm going the wrong way. I think you actually want to go right at the door. Right here I was looking around trying to figure it out, but yeah, it's on the right side and you can climb up and find your way in from there. You're going to have to deal with a group of infected, and then you can get your gas. I'm not sure if I get the gas in this episode or not. I'm sure we'll find out. Right, so ladder here. We got about 15 minutes left of this episode anyway. Most of the way through now. Nothing in there for us. But yeah, this window over here is where we need to go. And I think you can literally just come straight here when you get to this area. You don't actually have to search anything. You can just come straight here and go in. So this entire video so far has just been about collectibles. It's kind of a change of pace from the first game because there's not really much open world to The Last of Us 1, but this game kind of has a bunch of areas where you can adventure around and find optional things. Right, so let's take out this clicker first, and then you've got a runner straight ahead of you. Let's keep moving. So I think right here I'm just having a little bit of patience waiting for this runner to come back into the room. And I think particularly this runner I'm waiting for is a little bit RNG, and he can just, or she can just do what she wants. Occasionally, most of the time she'll just come back and forward through this room like she is now, but sometimes she can just wander off. Eventually she'll come back to the normal path. It's just kind of weird that they do that sometimes. I guess it just adds an added layer of, or an extra layer of difficulty to the scenario. Supplements there. Always good. So be careful walking out here, because there's another runner. Or is that not? It's a clicker, so you are good just to walk out, but keep it slow. Like I mentioned before, if you do the whole prone thing, you can move a bit quicker and get away with more. There's a runner just sort of standing there. I'm letting this clicker scream at me, but because we're behind the bench, it won't find us. Yeah, so if you wait for the clicker to come over here and go prone, killing this guy is actually going to be really easy. I mean, look how painfully slow we have to move. I'm not sure which way it goes now. Yeah, there we go. Oh, it's coming back. It's gonna scream again. Patience. Patience is a massive virtue in this run. And Dina, man, Dina just wants to get in your way. She sees a cover that you want to get into and she's like, my cover, and just fully jacks it in front of you. So annoying. There we go. Almost had me. But no. Right, so now we got this runner to deal with. You can move as fast as you like up on this runner, but I think there's another infected at the end of the corridor. I think it's a clicker. You can see it shuffling about. But there's also a runner in the room to your right. I think. Which you need to be careful of. And that's why I don't walk straight down the hallway here and I move around. Because if you walk past the doorway, there's a chance that the runner will just spot you. So I come back this way after taking out those guys. And then you can kind of get an easier line of sight on this clicker and the other runner if you want to. It's a little bit long-winded, but just keeps you safe. Yeah, there's a door that you just saw to my right, and there's another one further back down the corridor. And both those doors lead to the same room with a runner in it that can easily spot you, so just be careful. Here he is. Take him out first. The clicker should be easier for us to get. I was kind of lucky that he was screaming in the other direction there. But he's done with. Okay. Sneaky, sneaky, sneaky. I really wish I knew about the prone thing at this point. Would have made these sections so much easier. Come here, mate. You're done. So when you've cleared these guys out, you might want to run around and look for pickups, see what you can find. Usually bits and pieces here and there, you know.
I think so. Go team. Let's find that gas.
Go team.
Yeah. I wonder what it was like to serve on a jury. But it was fun. Sit down, look at evidence. Try to tell if somebody's lying.
Just give me 5 minutes and my knife.
True. Alright. So, after you've had a little scavenge if you want to, there's no collectibles in this area.
Will help. Coming.
We're going to head through here, and there are collectibles in this next area, so be ready. Alright, let's head on down.
You been to a courthouse before?
Nope.
You're telling me you never got in trouble back in Boston?
Oh, I got in trouble. But never landed in a courthouse.
Okay. Look out for pickups. At the end of this corridor, I'm pretty sure there's a collectible on these bodies.
Down here.
Yeah, here we go. Note. Benny, the WLF is winning. The city's going to fall any day now, and unless you quit Fedra, I can't keep you safe. Up until recently, I could almost understand why you stuck with them, but after the Thursday Market massacre, I don't see how you can call us misguided killers with a straight face. Those people were just trying to get food for their families, and today they started banishing people for sedition. That's a death sentence. Listen, you still have time. I will vouch for you. Meet me by Rust and Coffee at 2 AM on Friday alone. Ah, damn it. Didn't read quick enough. Alright, so that's done, and then there's a bunch of collectibles in this room. And earlier I was talking about the magazines and how they might be in different places. There's a magazine on the left for me here. It's on the back bookshelf. You may not find a magazine there. Machete. Pull the machete off this guy and he drops a note. Let's have a little read. For official use only, Federal Disaster Response Agency. Memorandum for Federal Central Command. God damn it. Subject C. Oh, God damn it.
WLF and trying to escape.
How big is this group if they were able to beat the army?
Well, you don't need a lot if you're that vicious. We need to be
careful.
Let's just be smart about it.
Subject. Oh my God. Subject Seattle QZ compromised. ATTN Captain Paul Douglas. Despite our best efforts, the Seattle quarantine zone will fall to the terrorists. I can't. It messed me up. I'm just gonna let that one go. I really wish they would have programmed it so that once you were done reading and put away the note, then they had their little conversation. I really wish they did that. It's kind of stupid that you're standing there trying to read a note and then they decide to start having a chat with each other. Okay, another note. Let's see if they want to have a discussion about this one. No one WLF agitate. Oh, yeah.
Old to-do list.
Following people are our top priority targets for any anti-terrorist organisation. Marcus Wilson, Isaac Dixon, murder of Federal officer, acts of terrorism, acts of sedition circled. Hugo Gonzalez, distribution of anti-Federal propaganda. Alison Cole, murder of Federal officer, acts of sedition circled. With the Patersons and Sanchez gone, Dixon has moved in to fill the void. He is now our top priority target. Sergeant Ward. Okay, that's annoying. Reminder, all items confiscated from suspects should be placed in the office lockup. Code is 860722. I try my best, guys. I try my best. Got a little rag there. And here's the magazine I was talking about. This might not be here for you. I think this is the magazine that you already have if you are using the pre-order bonus. I'm not entirely sure, but I think it is. So it might not be there for you if you're using that pre-order bonus. I keep repeating myself. I sound like a broken down record, but got to get the point across. There will probably still be someone who comments about it, even though I've mentioned it several times. Right. In the safe. So I think that's everything in here. Have a double check. Check the cabinets. Make sure you don't miss any collectibles. What am I looking at? Oh yeah, the upgrade tree that we just got. But I'm leaving that alone until we get the stealth upgrades. None of them are interesting to us. We only want the stealthy ones, you know what I'm saying? Not a fat lot left for us to do here.
The gas is in there, right?
Well, that's what the note said.
Well, let's get down there.
So this fight that's coming up now is another one of the fights that you can't do stealthily. When you drop down here, you kind of just get spotted. And so you just have to deal with it. You're going to be using guns or melee weapons to deal with these guys. It's a good idea to put your bottles and bricks to good use, if you can. Pretty much as soon as you come through here, you're going to get attacked. This fight took me a couple of attempts to do no damage. It's kind of why you see a fade here. Tried to pop that guy in the face, missed the shot, but luckily Dino finished him off. Chuck a bottle at the clicker, and then smack him with the machete. Clickers are definitely more dangerous than the runners, so it's good to take them out. Or make them a priority, you know. Use the machete to take this one out. Still trying to preserve ammo as best I can. It's actually kind of handy if you just let the AI handle a runner or two to save your ammo. I just kind of let Dina fight that one. Sometimes they'll get into a situation where you've got to help them. There's also some ammo over here on this side. I was trying to be sneaky here, but Dino ran over to me. Alright. Brick to the face for that guy. And then machete. Just use the rifle for this clicker. Hit it in the shoulder there. There we go, and in the face to finish it off. Still a couple more runners though. Kind of didn't look like a headshot, but I'll take it. Dina needs help. There we go. I think that's all of them. Beautiful.
Jesus.
Still maintaining that no damage.
Those Fedra guys never even made it out of the garage. Damn. Well, let's find that.
And I just know there's going to be someone in my comment section like, you said you were going to do stealth. You didn't do stealth everywhere.
Our luck's changing.
Don't you jinx us.
There's going to be someone who gets really picky about it.
Fuck Fedragate is calling to us.
Now, how do we get out of here?
Oh.
Okay,
Coming.
let's open this thing. So we're nearly done. Got a few minutes left of this video. Thank you all very much for watching. I'll say it now. We've still got probably like 5 minutes left, but
Good job,
I'd
baby.
like to say thank you.
Thanks.
Okay. Gate.
You guys are probably tired of hearing it, but drop a like and a comment if you want to help me out. I know every YouTuber asks for that these days, but it does help us out. That's why we ask. Also, if you want to support me a bit further, you can always follow me on Twitch.
How you doing back there? Getting homesick?
A little bit. You?
Same. Just having a roof over my head.
You know, I've always dreamed of fixing up a farm just outside of Jackson.
Why wouldn't you stay in town?
I don't know. I like the idea of real space.
Sounds lonely.
Only if you're doing it alone.
Okay. So are we gonna, like, raise sheep and milk cows?
Are you making fun of me?
No. It actually sounds kind of nice.
Really?
Really?
Lies. Yeah, my link to Twitch should be down below
Sure.
in the description.
Haven't found any of them yet.
Hey, it's a big city. We barely started looking.
Yeah, I know. Just thought we'd see one of them by now.
But it's twitch.tv/ifreams. Trying to promote myself in between dialogue. It's not easy, but I'm trying, okay? Trying my best. And so I think I ended this when we head through this next gate. Get that gas in there, mate.
All right.
I got it. You put in the code.
What's the code again? Help me out, Dina.
These old generators are pretty finicky, so it might take you a few tries of... Oh.
Sorry, go on.
Nothing.
Yeah, so I think I might need to check the gate code collectible here to know what this is. But there's not much for me to guide you guys through. We'll get this code in. And then I will say goodbye and let the rest play out. I'm going to do my best to put out a video each day for this series. I want to get it out of the way because it's kind of looming over me. I've got a lot of guides and other stuff that I want to work on video-wise, and this is kind of sitting in the way of those videos. So I know this is going to be a big series, a lot of uploads is kind of what I'm getting at. So bear with me while I get through this, because it's probably going to be like 20 videos or something.
Oh, no welcome to
Or they're just waiting for us.
But thank you all very much for watching. Have a great day. Let me know what you thought in the comment section if you can. Hopefully it's helping some of you out.
Windows.
And until next time, take it easy.